to me that
This greed for
not have,
enlightenment is a barrier. So get rid of it. Hmm?
yes. But what is made clear to me is that not having Swami in my life is not an option. When I say not an option means when at that time I thought Swami will not forgive me and will not accept me in your life again,
Mhm.
I totally lost the will to leave Swami. I lost the will to leave.
Hmm.
So it's like you not having Swami in my life is not an option, because if Swami is not there, I totally lost the will to live.
Hmm. But how can I leave you? I am the consciousness within you. So how can I leave you? I can leave you only when you discard consciousness. When you are not interested in consciousness, in being awake, in being conscious. Hmm? When you are not interested, then it will be just interference, unnecessary interference. Hmm?
Yes, Swami.
Hmm. So you have to worry about yourself, not about me. Even if I am not talking, I was not talking, I was just trying to indicate something to you. That you are just wasting your time in dreams. If you are interested in dreams, how can you live a real life?
Yes.
If you are interested in dreams, how can you live in truth? Both are opposite thing. Hmm.
Yes, Swami.
You have anything to ask or not?
For now, I don't have question, but I want to say one thing.
Mm-hmm.
That is, I have a newfound in respect for the kind of path that Swami is giving to me, and the kind of path that Osho has created for his disciples.
If you have to choose
because
between me and Osho, then whom you will choose?
of course, I chose Swami.
Yeah. Because I may say few things which may not be pleasant to you about Osho also. So, because my commitment is towards truth, not towards any person. Osho may have said many things as a device which may be relevant at that time, but it is no longer relevant. It can be harmful also. So, and it can be suitable to some people, some type of people, but not for all. So one has to be clear about what is one's path. If you travel on many paths, you will reach nowhere. Hmm?
Yes.
Hmm. Can you see the chair or not?
It's the chair I sent, right, Swami?
Mm-hmm. Don't get lost. Be here. Let me first talk about the train accident. You know what is a loop line or not? I don't think you know. there is a main line and there are side lines. Side line, they are called loop line, because if some very important fast train is going, then train which are like passenger, not so fast, not going to very long distance, there are put into loop line, so that the train which is fast and which has to reach to destination quickly should be given signal first. So this train which had about 21 of its coaches derailed and which just all those, many of the coaches there went scattered here and there. So this train was a fast train, so the signal which it got was for the main line, green signal. Green signal means now your passage is clear. But suddenly, because if you have to turn the train in the loop line, then it is done by the station master. He does it, so he will turn it on the loop line. This train got the signal for the main line, but it was turned into loop line, where a goods train was there already stationed. So then it banged that train because it was at a very high speed. It got the signal for the main line, the green signal, but it was turned into the loop line, and there the goods train was waiting. This was done by a station master who is a Muslim, Muhammad Sharif something. Sharif means gentle, but he was not a gentleman, he was a demon, a devil. And then he later on escaped. So it cannot be any technical fault, because they are foolproof technique, which is the best in Asia. Forgotten the name. I think it is called something like solarium switch. So if there is some danger, then the whole light will turn red and everything will come to standstill. But it didn't happen. So it was all manipulated by this station master. And now there have been videos. It has been happening in past also. There will be some people, maybe they are paid. Now it has been discovered that they are paid by terrorist organization, paid by China, paid by ISI of Pakistan, the intelligence department of Pakistan. So they will put many things. There have been many videos. There has been which you can see that someone is putting like stones on the railway track, many stones. So when the train is at a very high speed, a kinetic speed, and if you put some kind of stone there, then it can cause accident. There have been video where they're opening the vault of the track. So or they put gas, what do you call it, this cylinder gas, then it can have a blast. And India is the railway train line is so big in India. Perhaps it is the biggest in the whole world, so you cannot put police everywhere. So now they will have to find out other ways how to, if they are given very stern punishment, things like death sentence in the public. You are hanged in full public gaze. That will be a deterrent. Otherwise, these people, they are incurable. What do you think?
Is I feel human selfishness is I cannot even imagine for me. How can someone, because of their own agenda,
I'm listening.
because how can they, because of some kind of agenda they have, they cause death to so many people, and not only that, I saw in the news yesterday, some people have their legs cut off, Swami, because of the accident. It's just
But if it is based on your religious belief that these people, if you are killing them, you are doing service to them. You will also go to heaven, and if they are killed, and before they are killed they are converted, then they will also reach to heaven. Otherwise, they deserve to be killed. They are worse than animal, they are worse than dogs and pigs, worse than insect. That is what is written in their religious book. Muhammad is all for saving lice, saving cockroaches and saving flies. It is written in their hadith, don't kill a lice. He looks very compassionate like a Buddha. But what is the reason he has given? Because the lice will help you to go to prayer. If it is biting you, then you cannot sleep, so it will help you to go to prayer. And don't kill fly, or don't kill the what is called roaster.
what is that?
That is the animal which makes sound like
Rooster.
Don't kill it, because that is that helps you to go to prayer. But you can kill as many human beings as you want, if they are not Muslims. So these people are following what Muhammad said, and they are a gang of criminals. Don't kill lice. Only a deranged person will say this kind of thing. A mentally retarded person can say this kind of thing. Don't kill lice, but kill as many human beings as you want. Don't kill fly, because the fly helped Muhammad to be awake so that he can go to masjid for prayer. It looks that he was himself totally sick mentally, or at least those people who have written these things in hadith. And Muhammad is not even a name, his name. Muhammad is just a title. His name was either Ahmad or what is the other word? That one I forgot. Now the death toll is more than 800. and I think many other will also die, those who are very badly injured. So, but they are doing it so that the railway, which is growing by leaps and bounds since Modi has come, they want to create a bad picture of Modi's India all around the world. What they want is more, as much people should die, maximum. And in Indian railways, in Indian train, you can kill more people than at most of the places, because they are overcrowded. They have so many people, and they want to create an optics. The visual will make you tremble, and it will continue. So many things will happen till this next election, which is going to be on 2024. Before that, they will do everything so that Modi never comes back. And America is also playing double game. On the one hand, when some Muslim journalist, a woman journalist, said in a meeting, in a kind of conference, that because Modi will be addressing both the House of Parliament for the second time in America, which perhaps no other leader has done. No other Indian Prime Minister has done, that is certain, but perhaps no other leader has been given this opportunity to address joint parliament twice. So she said that why you are allowing him to do it for this second time. He is an autocrat. There is no democracy in India. Then the man, the spokesperson for America, he said that India is a very vibrant democracy. Anyone who has any doubt should go to New Delhi and see. But secretly they are meeting Rahul Gandhi also, who is only interested in destroying this country. Anyhow, he wants to grab the power. It can mean any amount of violence, that makes no difference to him. And he is a sick man himself, because he is a drug addict like Imran Khan. And these kind of people are coming everywhere in power in the world. But we think this is just an accident. These politicians, they are like mirror, they are reflecting us. They are not coming out of blue. Because we are only interested in our small gains. If I am getting benefited somehow, if my small vested interest is being served, then I will be choosing any criminal. I don't care what happens to the whole world. If I am getting benefited, if I am becoming more and more wealthy, if I am getting higher and higher positions, I don't care, even if the whole world is destroyed. If this kind of attitude remains, there will be more and more turmoil, more and more suffering. But it is there because we have lack of vision. Because we are blind, we are very ignorant, we cannot see few steps further. Ultimately, you are also going to be harmed. If you choose a simpleton, if you choose a nincompoop, an idiot to rule the country, soon he will destroy the whole country. It will become like Pakistan, or it will become like Sri Lanka. So then what will happen to you? If your whole country goes bankrupt, then what will happen to you? You will also suffer. If you choose a man like Xi Jinping to rule the country, he is a warmonger. He is just a man who want to just... What was the word Modi used? There's no time for... What? Time for that is over. You heard that video? Expansionism. Expansionism. He is now. I just saw the video of BBC. I have not opened it, but he is doing some digging 20 kilometer or 15-20 kilometer inside the earth. If you do such things, you will be disturbing the whole balance of earth. Earth is not a dead thing, not a dead planet. It is an alive thing. If you are digging too much, if you are exploiting too much, you are digging out so many minerals, so many things. It has to be very balanced. If you just go on taking out things and you are not putting anything, then there will be more volcano, there will be more earthquakes, there will be more storms. You are responsible for that. Now if the temperature, which is 43-degree temperature, was happening before also, but because they have cut all the trees, they have only made concrete jungles all around, they have only made buildings without any trees. So you are disturbing ecology to such an extent that everywhere you will see people dying. They can tolerate to certain extent, but when it becomes, the heat becomes, it reaches to such a level where you cannot breathe, then there will be anywhere people will be dying. But if you remain like you are all the time, you are checking copies, you are selling vegetable, if all the people are idiots like this, they don't think that they have any responsibility. That is for politicians, for other people to do. We are just here to indulge. We are just here to consume. And I am just one person. I may consume as much as I want, but what difference it makes? But this is how everyone is thinking. You have anything to say?
About this, no, son.
Why? You have no intelligence?
I already expressed just now that really cannot imagine how people can be like this for me. I cannot even imagine in my head how people can be so, I don't know, so cruel for me.
Because you have never used your brain. Most of the people, they never use their brain. If a mad cult like Islam can have so much followers, that means that people are just, either they are just ready to, those people who are following this religion, they just want to become like animals. And animals are innocent, they want to indulge like animals. But if human beings start indulging like animals, if they are just ruled by their lower instinct, then they will become very destructive, they will become very violent, because they have a very developed brain also. If you are becoming more and more unconscious, and you have a better brain compared to animals, then you will use your or you will be used, your brain will be used for more and more demonical things. But the real surprise is how can a human being follow such a perverted and barbarous cult? Just now I was listening, I had heard before also, that in Islam it is allowed, you can have sex with your mother, with your daughter, you can with your sister, with your own mother also. Just the only requirement is that you have to put a silk cloth in your penis. You can get married to your own mother also. So if these kind of thing people are following, those who are following this kind of thing, they must be criminals. It is always happening. There are videos that some Muslim who is cooking in some hotel or somewhere, he will be spitting in the food, he will be spitting in the vegetable, in the water, because they are very revengeful. They want to, but it is all because of the religion. Because their religion is teaching that you have to be inimical to these people. You cannot be friendly. There is nothing like coexistence in Islam. And it is not even an Abrahamic religion. They have just used Abraham and they have just used Bible and what is its name? Torah and all those things. They have nothing to do with it. They according to Muhammad, they have all gone astray. So if you are following Bible or if you are following Torah, you will go to hell. What he is trying to say, that only he is right. And he has said it very clear that I am the last prophet. After that there is going to be no prophet. Because after Muhammad, God became bankrupt. And what he is teaching, there is nothing lofty, there is nothing glorious in it. It is all bullshit. If people are being inspired to do such ugly things, killing so many people everywhere, they are doing it everywhere. All over the world, they are doing the same thing. There is a Islamic game which is called Taharrush Gamia, where there will be many circles, and they will trap either one woman or one girl or many women, many girls, and then some of them will be. One of the circle may be acting as if they are trying to protect the girl, they are trying to help the girl. But others will be snatching her clothes from everywhere, they will make her naked, they will rape her, they will do all kind of things. Maybe in many of the cases the girl will die. But for them it is just, if they are getting pleasure, they don't care. But if the world is allowing such demonical and such destructive thing to remain, that means politicians are in conspiracy with them. They want their vote bank. They want other people to be in fear of these people all the time. And when you are in fear, then you can be reduced into slave. That is the reason why if you are saying anything, even if you are quoting their scriptures, but if it hurts them, then they are ready to kill you. They will call it blasphemy. But whatever is written in their scripture is all blasphemous. You can have sex with your mother, with your sister, with your daughter. What more blasphemy you want? That is why they are so much against that. You cannot doubt the scripture, you cannot reason about it, you cannot argue about it. It has to be accepted blindly, because they know that if you ask question about it, they have no answers. These are all gang of criminals. They want you to follow it just blindly. They want to go on increasing their size, their number, so that they will remain always in power. And they are creating havoc all around the world, in every European country. Everyone is afraid of them. But it is because of the politicians in these countries such a state has happened. Otherwise, if they were sane people, if they were people who loved their country, these things could not have happened. They want their votes, so they want these people to invade their country, to have a big number in their country, so that they can be used as a vote bank. So most of the politicians, they are only interested in vote. They are only interested in power. They can go to any extent. In Bihar, anyone who becomes chief minister, they are using Fevicol or Fevifix in their chair. Once they are in the chief minister's chair, they don't want to get out of it. Every day, bridges are falling down. Because if the bridges are falling down and your millions of rupees is wasted, again you will make the bridge, again you can have more and more corruption, more and more bungling. And that is used in their election time, all that money. This chief minister and the chief minister before him, both of them were always going to Pakistan. They may have converted to Islam because they are not at all interested in anything else other than the chair. That's why it is needed that people who are in politics, all these politicians are such hypocrites that when this new parliament was inaugurated, from the very beginning they were creating noise that Modi is making his house for himself. And now it is Corona time. Already the country is in trouble. Why he is making the parliament now? He is creating his personal house. And it was long time back that this was decided that the parliament will be made. Maybe 20 years back or some. Because the old parliament, it was not safe. It was very old. It cannot withstand any big earthquake. And then sometime the roof will be falling somewhere. And then it was a comparatively small. It has less seating capacity. Now there will be more people will be coming to parliament. There will be about 880 people. Now it is about 540 or something. So they need a bigger parliament. And they were going to make this parliament in about, they had decided in 3,500 square feet or something. This new one which Modi has made, he has made it in 65,000 square feet. And the money which they were going to spend was about 3,000 crores. And Modi has created it after such a long, after so many years, in 900 crore. So he has made it very cheap compared to them. And this bridge in Bihar which fell, 1700 crores were wasted in just few seconds. Before also, about 1 year back, it fell. At that time also 300 crores were wasted. So for these politicians, they are so shameless. They are wasting our money. They are wasting the money of the state or the country. When someone is incorruptible, then they are all against him because they know that he doesn't belong to them. They are only interested in getting all the pleasure, which once you are in power you can have uninterrupted pleasure without any interference. In India, in the Hindu philosophy, in the Indian philosophy, there are two paths. One is of Shreyas and the other is of prayers. So most of the people will choose the path of prayers. That is the path which is pleasant, which is fulfilling to our sense organ, which is sweet. What Buddha said, lies are sweet in the beginning and bitter in the end. Truth is bitter in the beginning and sweet in the end. That is the path of Shreyas, which only a person who has some vivek, some sense of discrimination, some purity will be able to choose. In Mahabharata, Duryodhan, who was the main villain in Mahabharata, he said that I know what is dharma, but I have no inclination to go there. My whole instincts lead me to the path which is pleasant. I have no pravritti for that. I am not attracted to dharma. My mind wants to follow the path of pleasure. I know what is adharma. I know what is wrong, but still I am attracted to those things. So if you are just follow your sense organ or follow your unconsciousness, you will be going more and more in ditches, deeper in and deeper in the ditches, and you will lead all those people who are your friends, your companion into that ditch. That is what politicians are doing. If you see Imran Khan, the whole Pakistan was mad for him because he gave them World Cup in cricket. But World Cup in cricket makes you not capable that you will be able to lead a country. But people, they are themselves so immature, they are so childish. They are all mustache baby. They think that if someone has helped you to bring the World Cup, when he was playing cricket, Indian batsmen will face difficulty because his bowling was very fast. So many of the batsmen will get hurt. And Pakistani will get great pleasure if the Indian batsmen were getting hurt, or if he had a bouncer and it hit their head, then they will enjoy it. But later on, Indian batsmen became, and there were many at that time also who could hit him well. But they thought that politics is also cricket. So they gave him the power. The army chose him because they thought he will be a perfect puppet. And the people thought that he will lead them towards real Islam. What Imran Khan used to say, Riyasat-e Madina. He was giving them this greed that he will lead them to the era of Muhammad, where everything was just perfect. And it was nothing perfect, nothing was perfect at that time also. But people live in their own dreamy world. They live in their own figment of imagination. So he led them to hell. They used to think that he is just incorruptible, but he proved to be the most corrupt politician. If you are yourself a blind man, if you are yourself an unconscious person, how can you choose the right person? You will always choose the wrong person. This has happened in America also. They have chosen a complete idiot as their president. He is falling down. You saw that video or not, which I sent you? If he had any grace, he should have resigned then and there. That I'm myself falling down. How can I lead my countrymen? So this man, Rahul Gandhi, he is going anywhere in America or England, he will say that you remove Modi, help us to remove Modi because there is no democracy. For him, democracy means only when the power will be in his family. That is democracy. They cannot imagine that the power can go to any other person. They have a divine right to rule this country. And they have destroyed this country. And people were also such idiots. They were hypnotized by this family that they have some magical power to solve the problems of this country. From the very beginning, his great-grandfather to his grandmother to his father, everyone was saying we have to remove poverty of this country. And they went on saying like parrot, and poverty went on increasing. It was just to cheat the people. They never meant to remove poverty. They were never democratic. And if you don't learn lesson from these things, you will go on making the same mistake. If people, even if a very sizable part of Hindus vote for Rahul Gandhi, this madman, then this country will become just a non-entity, just like Pakistan. Now this man called Achar Prashant, he is no Achar, he is no teacher. He is just a charlatan. He is also funded maybe by George Soros or anyone. Because he will never say anything against Rahul Gandhi or Kejriwal, the man whom I call Kachadawala, the garbage bin, the most corrupt politician imaginable. He will never say anything. He will say so many things against Modi, which are all lies. Modi has done so much in these years, which is just unimaginable. He has given so much toilets, he has given so much homes to the poor people. In the whole Corona time, they were given free food, which nowhere in the whole world they were being given. The way they have made roads in the country, it's far, if you compare them what other government or what Congress was doing before, the way they have made railway tracks everywhere, the way they have electrified trains, the way the trains are coming in time. Otherwise, the train would be always 4 hours, 5 hours, 10 hours late. The kind of very good quality train which he has given in these years. People should be eternally grateful to this man. But they want to create a... In media, you can create anything if you go on writing against someone. If you are funded, the whole media is also funded by those who have vested interests. Then they can create a wrong image, wrong impression. This man, this idiot, Acharya Prashant, he was himself saying that in India there is no freedom of speech. There is no... And if you see any Facebook, anywhere where something is written about Modi by those who hate him, those who are... There will be so many comments which will be all like 4-letter dirty words, all fuck word written against Modi. And they are never punished. If Indira Gandhi was the Prime Minister, and there is one professor from Pakistan who is in, I think in Sweden or somewhere, Istaq Ahmad or something. He thinks he is like all intellectuals. They think they are the center of the whole world. He also has this illusion that there has never been any man who is as great as he is. So he was also saying that in a survey which was published, some survey, India was ranked lower than Pakistan in press freedom. Now, if you can publish anything, if any idiot can publish anything, everyone has freedom. If you are paid for that, you will publish it. In Pakistan, anyone who speaks against the army, he is never seen from next day. And he is tortured so much inside the jail. Even if he is male, he will be sexually exploited. They call it in Pakistan, they call it software update. So after the software update, anyone who comes out of the jail will be singing good songs about the Pakistan army. And he is saying such a ridiculous thing. He must be knowing everything what is happening in Pakistan. If I know he is a Pakistani, he must be knowing. But they are all hypocrites. And this is what this third-rate Acharya Prashant is also saying. He is saying that the health of women, the security of women, the education of women in India is lower than Afghanistan, lower than Congo, lower than Syria. In these countries, women have no right. Since Taliban has come in Afghanistan, you cannot, even if you are allowed to be in media, then you have to be totally covered. Education has been stopped totally. You cannot study in any co-education, or maybe education has also been stopped. Women are raped in their own home. They are married at the age of 9, and he is comparing that with India. And people are listening, because people can listen anything if you are saying it in a logical way. If you are quoting that this survey is saying this, who cares for these surveys? If the whole survey is bullshit, that shows that this man is just eating from this country. He must be getting some money, and he calls himself a religious man. You are not even fit to be called human being. These kind of hypocrite, they act as if they are spiritual people. All they are interested in is in just power and money. So he was talking about many index, and he was saying it he was getting such pleasure that now in this survey, India has gone even lower than Congo, even lower than Afghanistan. Oh, they are the top. No, you should be beaten with shoes. If you say that more rapes are happening in India compared to Malaysia, if you put the number, then in the number maybe it is more in India because India is such a big country. So you have to quote things in a right way. Somewhere you may be quoting numbers, somewhere you are showing percentage. It is all just crooked. You have no interest to show the truth. You are interested in your own ugly designs. You have anything to ask? Otherwise, I will stop now.
I have nothing to ask, but perfect, Swami, whatever you said.
What you
Every
said?
point. Whatever you said is perfect. Every point that you point out, they are poison.
I am not a fan of Modi, but if anyone who is doing the right thing, he is dedicating his whole life, each and every minute of his life is dedicated for this country. Then if you are not having any respect for that kind of man, if you don't appreciate that man, then you are devil's agent. He is about 73 or something. The whole night when the train accident happened, he was having meeting. And the next morning he was there at the train site. There are politicians like the Chief Minister of Bihar, he never came out from his home at the time of Corona. They are so cowardly. And you saw Yogi, such a big state to manage, which has a population bigger than Pakistan. Even if it was a country, it would have been about perhaps 6 or 7 largest country in the whole world. And these people, all these politicians, those states which were non-BJP, they were sending laborers from their state, throwing away their laborers so that they should go and infect people in UP. That was their design, that was their evil design, their evil planning, that all those laborers from UP, Bihar who were staying in other states should go to UP so that there will be more infection in UP. But he managed it in such a way, perhaps the best in the whole world. His problem was Herculean, but he managed it because he was totally selfless, he was totally dedicated. He himself had Corona at that time. The Corona happened to him, and once he recovered, he immediately again just went on serving the people, did everything possible. No other politician did it in the whole world what he did there. So one should praise him for that. In Australia, some MP was saying that you just send Yogi for few years to our country. We need him. So, and when his father died of Corona, he didn't went at that time, because that was the rule for that time, that you have to stay where you are. So if Chief Minister has to lead by his own example. And when he recovered from Corona, he said that I will take care of my people and God will take care of me. These are the people who are totally dedicated. They are just without any corruption. He lives such a simple life. There is no luxury in his life. If you don't appreciate people who are doing right thing, then wrong people will rule you. Then you deserve these wrong people.
Yes, ma'am.
Hmm.